Everybody, Claudia's cleaning her glasses.
She needs to see.
I feel like another episode, someone's gonna be like cooking hot dogs.
Okay, welcome to
Bye.
We were talking about double standards.
Good thing we have Norberto here too to add into this conversation.
I'm a straight Mexican.
So yeah, when it comes to double standards,
Specifically within the Latino community, kind of?
Yeah.
Or
specifically, I would say, I mean, it exists across the board.
It's a little bit more acceptable in the Latin community, I'd say. Like,
I don't know about acceptable,
I
like a little more
no, I
enforced.
feel like I think I will stick with the word acceptable because I feel like now the newer generations are more like, no, like you guys are we're fighting it, but I feel like our mothers or our fathers are kind of that's just the way things are. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And we're here to say no.
and we're here
not.
to say no. Like,
You know where you really notice it? I mean, I just have a sister, but I've been around households where it's brother and sister, and it's always the parents seem to always be more lenient on the brother. Like, it's his 18th birthday, here's some condoms. For girls, God forbid you even bring up birth control, or how about sex? You can't even bring up, okay, so I don't know. Not only that, but for instance, if the brother brings home a girl, he can shut the door, have her in his bedroom. It's okay. But then the girl, like when I've had to bring boyfriends over, you have to sit like God knows how many feet apart, and then he can't be in your room. If he's in your room, the door has to be wide open.
I could never have the door closed with the dude in my room. But I didn't have a brother, but almost anything that was told to me by my mother about don't do this, don't do that, it all had the word woman attached to it. A drunk girl isn't attractive, or women shouldn't be out so late, or you can't have your door closed with a dude. You know, it was never like just people shouldn't do this. It was always like women shouldn't do this.
On the flip side too, although it is very unfair, I think, to be like, no, mija, don't close the door, like, don't do that, don't do this. There's kind of an element of like protection. Like, your family is looking out for you. For example, like, if I had a daughter, let's say there's a boy in my house and he overpowers my daughter on my time, it's gonna be my fault.
I feel like there's two things happening here though. You're talking about non-consensual situations and trying to protect
But I think that's what we're
that.
trying to avoid. I think that's what a lot of people try to
Not
avoid.
entirely.
I don't
It's
think
more
so.
like
I think
it's
obviously that's like the biggest fear in the back of people's mind is something non-consensual gonna happen. But I don't think when people enforce no puedes estar en tu cuarto, you know, with the door closed with a dude, that's not what they're thinking of.
I
They're
feel
not
like it
thinking
is.
no, it's not at
thinking
all.
about
They
losing your
just think they're gonna get
virginity,
busy
like,
at all.
they don't
My
want-
mom, when I had men over, she didn't think a man was going to assault me in her home while she was there in the living room, and my bedroom was right there.
I feel like it's a mixture of the two.
No, it just comes down to like a preciousness with women's sexuality and the idea that they're like that they have to somehow be protected, that they're like precious.
I know for one thing, my parents grew up in a generation where it was very machista. They grew up in Mexico, where, not gonna lie, Mexico's got a very machista culture, where the men are put over the women. Women need to be protected at all times. Women are sensitive. Women are thought of as people who need guidance by men. That's just the reality.
So fucking angry.
No, and it's,
like,
but the thing is,
wait my time to talk, and I can't.
No. This is a reality, and it's the reality that a lot of people still live with today.
Yeah.
And the thing is, my parents came up growing up like that. My sister has got to be in charge of cleaning. She's got to know how to cook. She's got to know how to do all of these things that women are supposed to know how to do.
He's not saying that that's his opinion. He's saying that
This is how my parents grew up.
I know.
This is exactly how my parents were raised.
Yeah.
This is how my uncles were raised. Like, men are in charge of manly things.
Yeah.
It's a very machista way of thinking. What we do as, you know, the next generation is coming up, hopefully we can learn from their mistakes and get past that.
Yeah.
Get past this machista culture.
It's also
her do what she
bad
wants.
for men, though. Look at all
You're
the pressures
expected. You're
placed
expected
on
to do
men.
things. Yeah.
You have to provide. God forbid, you know, the woman makes more money than you. You can't show emotion.
You can't cry. No llores. No llores.
They need protection too.
Yeah, we all
So
need protection.
everybody needs protection. It's about caring for one another. There's too much emphasis, like Claudia's saying, on like, pobrecita la niña tan, you know, frágil, and like, we're not these weak little pieces of shit either.
I think no one comes with the intention of like, I want to oppress women.
No.
People think that they're doing something good, I think, but
Well, especially when you're raised that way. Like you said,
Yeah.
our
yeah,
parents,
you
stuff
think
like
that you're doing the right thing because you're like, no, like this is for your own good. But that's
such a backwards way of thinking.
Yeah, but it's what they were raised with. It's ingrained in the culture, man. And we got to be smart enough. We got to outsmart that and keep moving forward. And obviously, we're like, if we have kids, we're not gonna be perfect. We learned a lot from our parents, but you know what? The important thing is to fight it and to keep, instilling good values.
In conclusion, we would say that we still have a lot to learn. We still have a long way to go. I think that there's been really good changes so far in people just talking with each other. Gay people, straight people, Latin people, white people, black people, men, women, just talking about it. But we still do have a long way to go. But be conscious of each other out there. Think about how you're treating women. Think about how you're treating men. Think of what you're expecting of each other. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, have the same expectations.
Yeah.
That we're all good people.
Don't be afraid to call out the flaws in your community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the important part.
Stuff.
Thanks, guys. Check us out next time. Bye.
Or what about you on a boat and it's sinking and they're like, ladies and children first, then y'all go.
I'm on that boat.
I'm on this boat. I'm here.
I understand children.
Quick.